lights on, guys, and let's get going. All right, we're gonna sit up here. This river has changed a bunch since I've been here last. I used to just fish this over here, this log pile from this corner over here. But we've got a big log jam that diverted everything and put a big sandbar right here, gravel bar. It wasn't here before. So the fish jumped out there, guys. Let's see if we can get something chicken liver on. We're gonna try chicken liver today. I'm not sure if there's anything left in this. Got one little piece there, maybe. See if anybody came in yet. 3:51. Good morning. We just explaining this whole area right here has been changed by the couple floods and a big log jam behind me. It's diverted everything to the left side, but it seems I'm on an island. One of my favorite places to fish is on the backside of an island. But off to the right was a big log jam at one time, and that was where the log jam was, on a corner bend, outside bend. So it was interesting. So I was going to fish here last night, and it's changed completely. It's not the same place it used to be, so the river's constantly changing. It's more of a night bite place, but I wanted to fish it last night, but good thing I didn't, because as you see, it's completely different from what it used to be. On down's a little bit different. I don't believe there was a sandbar in the middle either, but it used to be pretty shallow. This spot right here where I'm standing was probably over about chest deep. Now it's a big sandbar, gravel bar, and an island even. So it's kind of deep to the right of me, and it's probably shallow everywhere else. Of course, anytime you got wood like that above the water, you got chances for turtles. But we're going to put our bait right over there next to all that, probably. Let's tie a piece of chicken liver on what we're doing right now. Got 16 viewers. Welcome in, welcome in. We got, we're going to start out today with a piece of chicken liver. We got a Carolina rig, got a bead and swivel, like 50-pound line down to a 6/0 Eagle Claw Circle C hook. We got some structure off to the right. We may throw it in there close to it. Not very deep. Not as deep as I'd hoped. But good starting point. Throw it right in front of you. This one here, I put an EWG hook on it last night. I don't know if you guys can see me. Put a little 3/0 EWG hook on, put worms on it last night, and got one channel cat. We may put worm on it. That may be a good idea. That might be a good idea. You never know. Problem is it's red worms, and he pretty much has all of them. Small red worms at that. Darn it. I got food. Same setup on all of them. It's all Carolina rigs. We're going to put the worm on. This whole spot has been changed. It used to be a bunch of logs on the right side, but now there's a sandbar in the middle. It was really shallow on the left side. I could wade through there. And I believe it's still probably shallow on the, because that's the inside bend. We would be on what they call a river bend, but on a small river, but happens to be this log jam behind me, which you think you'd fish, but it's really shallow. There's probably some fish under it. So I probably could have fished here last night somewhere. All right, we'll get a few worms on. See what's going on in chat. Angel, welcome in. We got a, let's see here, little worm on an EWG hook. Same kind of rig. It's a 3-ounce no roll Carolina rig. Let's throw it off to the right there, a little farther down. Don't know. We'll see how the bite is. If the bite sucks, we'll have to go somewhere else. Oh, it's actually a little deeper there in that spot. I should have put it a little closer to the structure though. I bet it's still not more than waist deep, knee deep probably. We'll get her. Like I said, I want to try this spot last night. Didn't get a chance to. May not be nothing here. We can always hope. Good morning, guys. Getting an early start. Just went to bed at 4. Nope, I just started, Miata Man. Welcome in. Just started. Just got 2 baits out. We're getting ready to get another one out. They may be in the shade off to the left there. I still will hold close to structure in the day most of the time. That's the plan. We'll see. I'm not sure the depth of the water here no more, but I haven't waded through recently. Last year it was a whole different ball game. So much different than we're standing on where it was waist deep or chest deep. This year it is not. This year it's above ground. We're on an island right now, which was not here last year. So the river changes everything. River changes everything every year. Any little flood. Not even a bluegill bite so far, so that's a good sign, I guess. Because it could be a bluegill or turtle bite. Heck, there may not even be no fish here, who knows? I'd still like to try it at nighttime on the backside of an island. How could you go wrong? Good morning, Danny. Welcome in. Just getting started, getting ready to throw the 3rd bait out. I come to this spot last year and caught a couple fish at nighttime, but off to the right used to be a pretty good spot for a catfish. Used to be a little log jam there. Now it's kind of pushed off to one side. And there used to be log jams all the way through there. Used to be a sandbar on the left side, not in the middle. It's kind of weird. Maybe I'll throw this bait on down. I don't know. I don't know how shallow or deep that is. We'll try to hit that log on that right side there. That could be shallower, could be deeper, who knows. Using old chicken liver today. Looks like a right rod might be getting a double. I don't think that was deep at all. I'd be surprised if there's anything there in that spot. So we'll leave it out there for a minute. Nothing on the worms yet. So when you try a new spot, which ain't really a new spot, but when the river's changed, this is a completely different spot. A woodpecker over there going at it. Bubbles off to the left. See what happens, guys. See what happens. Good morning, Anthony. Munchie. Good morning, Scotty. This is the spot I wanted to try last night. It is completely changed. The wood pile you see next to me on the right side was all wood, all that good stretch right there. Though the left was less than knee deep. Now it may be deeper on the left side than just the right. I don't know. I gotta show you guys the log jam real quick. Good morning, Munchie. Here's the log jam. Over here on this bank over here is where I used to fish. It's all built up now. It used to be flat. There's a heck of a log jam right there. So I diverted all the water to the right side and a little bit to the left side. We fished this last year, I think, once or twice. But not out here. It was over waist deep, right, over chest deep right here where I'm standing. And now it's a built-up island. So you see how much the water changes by a flood. It may be different next year. It might wipe it all out again by the wintering floods. Smash new subscriber. Appreciate it. Munchie, appreciate it. Is that the spot? No, it was one spot I was catching. I caught a bullhead here, and oh, we got a bite on the left rod. That looked pretty shallow. That looked like a turtle bite there, Scotty. You know, turtle bite. He's pretty shallow. We got a nibbler. Hey, well, that's a bite, I guess. Could be a bluegill. I think most of the bites might have been a catfish last night. They were so small I could get a big old hook in their mouth. I threw there just hoping it was deep, but I don't think it is. Here, turtle. The my fish community, right on, Munchie. Went to bed at 4, got up at, I don't know, 8. Say it's less than 60 degrees. The water was kind of cool this morning, getting here. The only reason I know how deep it was last year is because I've waded through it before in the past. I've waded all the way down through here. There's one other spot. There was a corner bend. That was another good spot. It was just surrounded by logs, but as you go down, usually it's pretty shallow. There's only a couple of deep holes. I guess that's normal for a little river. Come on. Well, he quit biting, so maybe he stole my bait already, Scotty boy. Here, turtle. I know. Nothing on the worm yet. I just got the one on the right in front of me, so we could put it. We may have to throw to the left. We'll have to try that log jam next time. Probably lose everything I got. Just depends how the water is down through there. I bet I could wade on down, but it's a hell of a walk to where I want. A lot of people take kayaks through here, but they have to carry their kayak half the time. It's looking a little better this year, that straight path there, but on down's another right turn. All right, we're on the same river, just on down from it, from last night. All right, let's check that bait. Snapping turtles are delicious. Oh, I don't want no snapping turtle. I don't want to mess with that. We don't want to mess with turtles. We don't want to mess with them. All right, nothing's came to that one. Off to the right is where I used to get them at nighttime, because that's where there was a big log jam there. It's a little one, that's real small now. It's all pushed off to the right. Weird how the river changes everything. Well, maybe we'll off to the right side if we don't get hung up. Still got chicken liver on it. I don't think it's very deep over there. I think we're picked a bad spot today. This one has worm on it, so we may. Yeah, of course we got hung up. There's all kinds of stuff out there. Let's try to see how we can get this out. That's a J hook, so it's probably hooked pretty good now. First break off? Yep, maybe. Oh yeah, that's first break off. Well, I didn't want to have to retie this morning. We should be using 3 rods. That's what you go through when you're fishing or a creek. Let's check this bait out. I'm thinking they might be in the shade more than they will anything else. But still got a little bit of bait. It must have been a tiny turtle. Not much, but it's a little bit. It's enough for a channel cat. All right, we'll throw her. Throw her over here to the right, closer to the structure. We're either gonna get one or we're just gonna get hung up. If you ain't losing stuff, you ain't fishing in the right spot. Alrighty. Catch little ones, also but release them. Walking in the creek bogs to grab them. Love me outdoors. Where you from, Munchie? Can't seem to get one this year. Well, luckily we haven't got one. 10 viewers, appreciate it guys, thumbs up. Not too bad. Well, we're gonna have to retie. I didn't want to have to retie this morning, but we are gonna have to retie. Tell you what we'll do. Well, I would do that, but I would throw the bait rod out, but it ain't got a hook on it either. It's got a lure on it. So, I guess we'll just have to retie and watch those baits out there. In the meantime, keep an eye on them for me. Usually when I'm retying. There's Josie. Good morning, Josie. This is where I wanted to fish last night. There's a nibble on that left rod there, that taller rod. Might just be turtles. I don't know, there was a couple beer cans out there when I got here, so somebody's been fishing it. I don't see no chicken liver containers or anything, so that's good. And I bet it's full of turtles. Yeah, it's just a little turtle bite, it looks like. We'll see. These small rivers hold big catfish, believe it or not. They hold some good sized catfish. That's a little better bite. And they obviously hold big turtles too. Yeah, there's a little nibble. I think that may be a small turtle. Probably trying to get the bait off with his foot. That's the norm. Catch a lot of them in the foot. Where you think they're nibbling, and they're just grabbing it, scraping it off with their foot. Either their back foot or their front foot. They use both. I catch them in both feet. This one had worm on it. We did catch a catfish on worm last night. Ooh, looked like the right one got hit too. We may be in turtle territory. Let's go, let's go. Yep, that may be yeah, that kind of looked like a turtle too. Are you gonna bend it? That ain't no bend there. Yeah, we got a whopper plopper we could try. Oh, I got some other J hooks in here I grabbed on the way out. We may take those dollar hooks back to Walmart and shove them up their butt. A dollar hook is a little too much for a smaller hook. I could see like a 10 or 12-aught. Those are real expensive. Yeah, he probably just stealing my bait out there, guys. Well, I'd like to catch some bluegills and try too. I threw the little curlitail around a little bit. We didn't get anything. I'm not sure if there's any fish here or not. Well, I've seen a few jump here and there. It may be another night spot. Right now they're hiding under all the wood they can get. Probably that big old log jam over there. Back behind me. There's a fish jumped. There's something out there. That's why we're going to put worm back on this one maybe. Let's go, let's go. Hit that thumbs up. Maybe we can get a rod to go down. Still a bite on the one on the right. The one on the left gave up. There is bullheads in here. I caught one last year. I always thought it'd be a good flathead spot, but now I've fished this whole area. I've never caught a flathead. Used to have them. Used to have them a long time ago. Probably still got some. Oh, that one's biting too. Come on, turtle. Ain't much of a bend. Could be a bluegill biting it even. I haven't been fortunate enough to catch a bluegill on a 6/0 circle hook. Probably because it's probably a 3-inch bluegill. Rock bass and bass will eat it too. Those stripers love chicken liver. I love to catch a striper. What a fun fight those are. All right. Still here, guys. Still here. We're watching that darn bow. Dresden, Ontario, Canada. Awesome. You're in Canada? Hey, Mr. Rogers. This is where we wanted to fish last night, but the whole river bend has changed because of a big old log jam behind me. So where it was, where I'm standing, and where my poles are, was about waist deep. Actually, chest deep. Well, poles maybe waist deep. Back behind me, where the camera's at, chest deep. Yeah, he's getting kind of rambunctious, but bait's not too far away from me, off to the side. Still, I bet it's a good night spot because it is got a shallow. Sounds like another woodpecker. I was telling everybody else I thought this was a good flathead spot, and I ain't never caught a flathead here. Always the first time. I'd mostly fished it at this spot at nighttime, but there is channel cats in this river. Most of them will be in a river bend or in structure like all that in the daytime. Or if you get a swift current, they'll be in that too. I don't think he's going to take it. I wonder if it's not hung up or something. Well, we got another rig tied on. Maybe. I think we're going to put worm on it. We'll have to get some night crawlers. You never know, you can get a sucker or a carp. I don't think I've ever even caught a carp out of this river. If I did, it was a small one. Let's go, let's go. We're in Indiana here. How does it take there from Indianapolis? Not very long. It's only about 55 miles. Only about 55 miles, Mr. Rogers. This is the kind of a creek you just kind of wade and fish while you're out in the water. The bite's usually pretty fast if you do get one in the daytime. We're gonna put some, I got gypped. I bought these night crawlers. Usually they're bigger and they are smaller than crap today. Less than an inch long. Yeah, it's pretty quick to get here. This is actually closer to Indianapolis because I'm not too far from 65. We're right off, we're a ways from 31, but on an old country road. This is the Flat Rock River. And we're pretty far north of Columbus here, almost in Edinburgh. Or Tellersville will be next, but yeah. Probably exits, I'd say, I don't know if that's 76 or not. Or the other one might be 76. You know where the outlet mall is? So I don't even know the name of the outlet mall anymore. They keep changing it. Edinburgh Outlet Mall. Pretty good spot. It's a kayaking spot. Boy, he's still eating on that one on the right. One on the left gave up. I'd say he probably stole it. Probably a bluegill. I know I've heard of people catching bass on chicken livers, but there's something jumped out there again. What was it? No, turtles don't jump, so. Here's a, I found there was a float tube hanging out on the sandbar down when I first went in. I was like, I seen that last night. I was like, somebody left their darn float tube down here. Still aired up. We're gonna throw this one. That might be hung up. All right, we're gonna throw a worm out now. Hurt my foot somewhere along the line. Good morning, Josie. Awesome day. All right. Yeah, it's not that. Yeah, Edinburgh Outlet Mall. I'm just down from it. Not too far. I've seen some fish off to the left. We could throw my bait. I seen something jumping out there by that log out there where I threw earlier. That's probably not the fish we want, but we're just got worms on this one. We'll throw it up that way. If I don't hook it. It ain't very deep. So it could just be bait fish messing around. Oh, well, we'll catch a bluegill. We could use that for bait. That's what I always say. Whatever we catch, we can use for bait. It's a good thing about catfishing. Mostly. We really don't need to tight line it, but I don't like them swallowing the hook either. All right, let's check this baby out. I'd probably see the fish if there was one there. He stole my bait finally. I bet that middle one ain't got nothing on it either. All right, guys. Looks about like last night. We were struggling. Zimbo, welcome in. Good to see you back. Yeah, I got 3 last night. Got one more small one. Maybe 3 pounds, maybe. I'm pushing it. That might be pushing 3 pounds, maybe. He was a slim one. He was a handheld one, easily handheld. But I knew that going in, that's the size I'd be catching. Yeah, there's that one now. Yeah, the water gets kind of shallow in spots, but I know there's some bigger ones around, but I know the water gets pretty shallow because I've waded this and I'm not even sure how people take a kayak down through here. They'd be out of the water half the time. That's probably why I haven't seen nobody out here. They may put in another bridge or something. I waded through there one year and it was, they'd be dragging that darn kayak half the time. I didn't have any luck catching very many big fish. It's kind of shallow down through there. I think the next good river bend has some fish, but it's pretty deep on the inside bend of the river bend. It completely changed probably this year though, just like this spot has. This river is known for smallmouth bass, but we are on the back side of the dam, so a lot of the fish from the other good river that's got a lot of smallmouth, they don't make it up here unless that river floods. But I'm sure. You're welcome, Scotty. You fishing today too? Are you still going to post on your other channel as well? Oh, welcome, Wild Hook. Yeah, this is going to be my live channel, I guess you could say. My live and shorts channel. This pretty much, I'm just doing the catfishing because it's what people like. And I can get out view hours real quick. Because I tried using my camera for on my chest. They just don't turn out as good as I'd hoped. But we may try it again on the creek, because I might do a little bit of bass fishing, bluegill fishing, crappie fishing. I do a lot of micro fishing because I catch a lot of small fish on the creek and river. Don't always catch big ones, so not a lot of people like to watch that. I'm just getting this one started. I know it's probably going to take about a year or two probably, because I'm still working the other channel. So we got a little piece of chicken liver on. Oh, hit a beer can. Some drink Coors Banquet. Coors Banquet. Let's throw this bait to the left in the shade and see what happens. I don't think it's very deep through there, but who knows. All we're getting is turtles anyway. We ran out of room for this one. We could throw it back at this log jam behind me too, but most likely the current is only going to bring the bait down this way and not in the log jam. Hopefully we didn't throw the bait off. Shouldn't have. I don't know. Let's see. Let's check her out. That's a good question, Wild Hook. This is mainly going to be my shorts channel. I don't really like doing shorts on my channel because once you get shorts views, that's all they want to watch is shorts. Zimbo Bank Fishing Adventures. I must have missed something. Oh yeah, Bank Fishing Adventures is my other channel. Yeah, check out my other channel too if you'd like. We go live every Sunday night, me and Fun Fishing Adventures, either on my channel or his channel. Well, slow going. I wonder if we'll, I could put a whopper plopper on to send it through there. It ain't biting on worm, that's weird. It's shallower to the right than I thought it was. I'll probably have to get up early in the morning and take that hour walk to the next spot. woodpecker in that tree. Oh, there's some bubbles there in front of me. I bet that is turtles. Oh, I need to tighten that line up a little bit. No slack line in your circle hook. Not too bad for a J hook. So I lost the whopper plopper, but I got another one. I got a 90 size, I do believe. Stay alive a little bit longer. Oh, 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 that's a J hook. I seen that. I seen that. You mess around like that, we are setting the hook. Could be a bluegill, for all we know. I was expecting that. I was expecting a little bit of bite on that. Uh-oh, line went slack. Probably gonna get hung up, but reeled in a little bit. He's coming toward me, I think. Nope, guess not. Probably stole my bait. But hey, we got a bite finally. If we catch a bluegill, that'd be some bait. Still got, yeah, he stole most of my worm off there. We'll leave it on there, just a few worms. Hey, it's good to see a bite. Good to see a bite. Yeah, the splash probably scares the heck out of them at first. 3-ounce sinker hitting shallow water. Probably why I gotta wait so long for a bite. Well, nothing on the left one. Had a few hits on the right. Not the day that was intended, but hey, if you ain't trying spots, you don't know. Bet I about guarantee it's a good night spot. I about guarantee. Well, I'm hoping it is. We'll have to see next week maybe. An old timer told me, I never heard of them. We got 6-aught eagle claw hooks, circle hooks. Pig chunk on a bass jig is a thing. That's interesting. We used to use the pork rind things. Oh, Thumpy, welcome in. Put that jig on, son. We threw a jig. Oh, you're talking about the actual meat. Yeah, the pig flavor, what do they call it? Pig flavored pieces of leather you put on a trailer. Oh yeah, that is a thing. That used to be a thing. They used to put them in those little jars like they did Berkeley Gulp minnows. Oh, we didn't put no slack in the line that time, but that's okay. We threw the jig out a little bit, not a whole lot. Not a whole lot. We are seeing some bait fish bump around a little bit. Oh, 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 oh. It bumped that time. Catch a this hook's probably about a 3 or 4 maybe. 3 or 4-aught. It's a kale hook, and usually they'll hook up. They've been the rod enough. There ain't much worm on it, so it's probably just a little small bait fish or a turtle. or minnow, crawdad. It could be anything, who knows. Welcome in, Thumpy. Yo, LMG, welcome in. It was only knee deep getting here at this spot. It was a lot deeper last night to the other spot. Water is down a little bit, but actually deeper than it normally is this time of year. You find a good river bend with a lot of structure, you'll find some catfish on these small rivers. Or just a structure in a straightaway like it is off the right. Problem is there's no depth to it. It'll be there at nighttime more. That's a bite, that's a bite, that's a bite. I don't know if we'll be able to get this baby on a catfish rod or not. Catching blues on a catfish rod is interesting. Got something, guys. These are running. What we got? A hang-up's what we got. There it is. What we got? Dang, he's running. He's faster than my reel. Oh yeah, there's some bait, boys. Little sucker, man. That's a white sucker. There you go. There's some bait for tomorrow. Felt good to actually set a hook on a fish. Oh yeah. There we go. This little bitty sucker, guys. Look at that mouth. There we go. We'll throw that in. I got a couple of ice packs in there. Thank you, Josie. Yeah, we got one. I might come here again and maybe catch some more bait. That's definitely the first sucker I've caught this year. I've been after him, but I don't worm as often as I should, probably. That's what's jumping out there. Hey, we'll take it. We'll take it. You see, I didn't have much worm on there either. I bought these Wrangler worms, and last time I bought them, they were pretty big. This time they were 1 inch long. I guess I should definitely check my baits out. But I normally don't like to get black hands when I'm walking through the store. We'll put a couple more worms on and go with that. Maybe we can find another one over there. If we're not catching catfish, I love to catch bait. One of my favorite things to do. One of my favorite things, that's a good thing about catfishing. You can catch other fish and just call it bait. And you can catfish with it later on. Yep, just scroll back, Zimbo. We did catch a little sucker, which is all we call catfish baiting in this territory. We'll try it on down the river, that sucker. Maybe off that other island we fished the other day. I thought I had a bite on the left one. Sometimes you get right behind your rod, you can't see the bite. We try to angle the camera a little bit. It was a small sucker, but hey, I'll take him. That's about the size you want, really. Cut him up. Headpiece is probably too big for me, but you always got three rods. Let's put one big one on one rod. There, he's gonna make some racket. He was running though. He was running. Maybe there's another one over there where he came from. It wouldn't really surprise me, and they ain't biting on chicken liver too. They are usually one of the hardest fishes to catch. Similar to carp. Yeah, something stole the bait on that one. Skunky might be right. A big old pig chunk out there would be good. I managed to pick up chicken heart. Yeah, chicken hearts are a good bait too. I haven't seen those. Now, see, my store just finally started selling chicken liver. It may be a while, but I kind of quit looking for a long time because I'd never seen them in there. It just kind of, I don't do that great chicken in the summertime. Chicken breast, that is. Mainly because, just like most baits, everything will eat it. And chicken livers is, a lot of fish will eat it, but channel cats love it. Chicken hearts stay on pretty good. But I'm using this, what you call these, fire thread from Walmart. It's called Stacee. Yeah, they make the fireballs for trout and all that, crappie. We'll wrap that thread around it, and that'll hold the bait on pretty darn good. Turtle, it's still on the hook, even if the turtle's still a bait. It's some pretty good stuff. A good thing he didn't knock my chicken liver over. We had it tightened down. We probably don't need no big pieces here because it don't seem like there's any here. We may throw over to the left. We're kind of just using our options up here. Now, where did my sizers go? Oh crap, you darn thing. I guess some some of it did spill out. He splashed some in my face. You darn fish. I'm gonna put hook in you in a minute. You don't settle down. Oh, we tack. Anyway, that's what we're doing today. Trying this. I've never made a video here before, but we have done a live. No, I've done a video here. I think it was called throwing my bait into a log jam. Oh, there's another bite, dudes. Another bite. Oh, bite on the left rod too. I don't think I hit it. Amazing he got that 3 or 4 aught tail hook in his mouth. They steal my bait. They steal my bait more than I catch them, that's for sure. But it's pretty interesting catching them on catfish rods, I can tell you that. Pretty interesting. Hey, that's pretty cool. Is that the last comment, Chicken Hearts? I tell you what, we want all messages. All right, guess so. All right, we got 11 people in, 15 thumbs up. I appreciate it, guys. Been almost an hour long, it says. It's interesting. In the daytime, I got all the good signal I want, but at nighttime, I lose it. I don't know. Must be everybody's at nighttime. And we're out in the middle of the country here. We're pretty far out in the outside skirts of town here. I'm pretty sure I may have bumped that left rod. Welcome in, welcome in. Appreciate you guys coming in. We're gonna put some of that thread around this chicken liver. It does keep it on a lot longer, and it definitely doesn't throw off. My bait does not throw off with that on there. I could probably cast it to that sandbar in the middle there, which is pretty much an island today. I'm gonna have to come through here probably river fishing again too. Water's not muddy looking here, it's more green than anything. The creek I've been fishing is kind of muddy. It's got a dirt bottom, I guess, muddy bottom. All right, we need to hook that one, throw that one to the right, and throw this one down the middle. Starlink, yeah, I don't have Starlink. No, no, no. Probably wish I did. Oh, that one's probably stole my bait. Wasn't much worm on there left. I swear I'm not kicking that. Ah, just getting my foot anywhere near it shakes the rod. Tell you what, you guys can't see it, but let's throw it toward that log jam up here. Got it wrapped around my line or something. I see a bunch of bubbles. That could just be air bubbles in the... I don't think that's far enough out. Hopefully there ain't no snag there. Yeah, you can do multiple casts with chicken liver after you tie it on there. Unlike regular chicken liver, with one cast is usually it. There we go. I don't think it was very deep either, but oh well. If they're going in and out of that. And we hook this guy. They're going in and out of that log jam. That might be the way to go. All right, let's check this bait. Surprised it didn't scare the suckers throwing it in there. I guess they're hungry. One little worm on it. We may not have any more worms. Ain't nothing like going fishing before you go to work. Luckily I get a little time to eat. Good morning, Maine girlie. We did catch a little sucker. I'm hoping there's some off to the left here. I believe I showed the camera earlier to the left. There's a big old log jam over there. We're on the back side of it though. That's the only issue, but I mean, it's a heck of a log jam. Yeah, we're about out of worms. I got screwed from Walmart on that deal. Those are the Wrangler worms that you can get out of the refrigerator, so you don't have to worry about them being refrigerated. But interesting enough, you don't have to refrigerate red worms either, even though Walmart keeps them in there. Unlike the night crawlers, which die in 80-degree weather. You put them in the sun, they immediately die. Good morning, Maine girlie. How's it going? Have a good night's rest? Or did you stay up till 4 a.m. like I did? I had to transfer some creek files, video footage. Of course, I video everything. I don't. Matter of fact, I think we didn't get the sucker. What is today? I don't even know what day is. 8 something. Our stupid camera went off. So we probably didn't get the footage of that sucker. Not a big deal. There's still fish jumping over there. We'll just call it the 11th. 2028. Sure did. Ha ha ha. All right. We got some more worms on there. You can see it or not. Just little bitty. I mean, they're tiny. These are less than an inch long. That middle rod's getting a bite, guys. Oh, left rod got a bite too. Well, let's get this one out there. It acts like turtle bites, but could be suckers. You never know. We'll catch more bait. We'll take it. All right. Oh, it wants no stupid time. We'll just say it's 8 o'clock. I'm just trying to get some extra footage here. Yep, that's got a bite on it. And we missed it. I believe it was a turtle, but could have been a bluegill. We'll throw her back out there though and see. Got one on to the left too. Some kind of nibble. Yeah, you definitely get some action. Turtle action with chicken liver, I'll tell you that. All right, let's put a little slack in that one. There we go. I don't normally keep. Now, if you haven't never used a Kale hook, you can use it just like a circle hook. So they bend the rod over. They usually hook up with a Kale hook. I kind of quit using Kale hooks because most of the bigger Kale hooks will hook a channel cat in the eyeball every time. That's most times you catch a channel cat, its eyeball will be gone because somebody used a big hook when it was little. I always use like a 7/0. I probably should have been using a 4/0. I know it's cool out here, but that sun's warm. Yeah, it will be, man. That will be. I haven't, I've tried to catch suckers last year. I think I did catch some last year, maybe. I don't catch them very often, I can tell you that. Yeah, it's a turtle bite on the left, guys. One we got to pay attention is that orange one. If we can set the hook on that baby, it's got a bite too. Hopefully it's another sucker. Probably easier to catch with like a medium rod, or not a medium, but a medium light maybe. A medium catfish rod's probably not the right. Something nibbling on this one here. Put my finger on it and feel it. Take a feely. That's how I used to catch catfish at nighttime. I just put my finger on the line and feel the bite, and I'd feel a little tug. I would set that hook. Back when I was young, don't even, nobody used circle hook back then. Uh-oh. Darn it. That rod was going crazy. Of course, I probably shouldn't have picked the rod up. That was a mistake. It just try again. We got little bullheads here. They will probably eat it. They'll swallow a hook, no matter what size it is. Well, turtle action today. We did get a sucker. So that's more bait for tomorrow. Or we may move to a different spot later on. All right, did you steal the bait already? Might throw this one farther to the left. It's shaded over there. Not shaded in that spot. They stole my bait. Kind of figured as much. And as you can see, stole the bait and all the string is still there. That's usually a turtle. What size hooks you needing, Stacee? What kind of hooks? I don't need no hooks. We got hooks. I'm gonna take the Walmart ones back and get these Circle C hooks because they're like $1, I think $1.84 for like 5 of them. That's way better than $1 a piece. Any day of the week. I don't know why they would sell it. That's you would think it'd be a better deal than that. You buy a multi-pack, it should be cheaper. Not higher. I'm almost tempted to use that sucker. So we want to use him tomorrow. Maybe not tomorrow, Wednesday. Tomorrow's my mom's day. Gotta go see my mama. Yeah, we're definitely getting some bites. I use a 5 or 6/0 circle hook. Haven't been, they were totally out at one Walmart, so I had to go to the other Walmart and see what they got. All your catfish hooks are gone at Walmart. So you know they don't stock worth a darn. All right, where did my rag go? There it is. Oh, there's a bite. I need to get over there, but we're messing around over here. They're rocking my crock. Probably a turtle biting it too. Are you gonna bite? You ever try to catch bluegills with a catfish rod? When you get, don't bring your bait rod, you gotta catch bait. I've done it. Makes for an interesting time. Or hand line. I've hand lined 20-pound line to catch bluegill before. Things you'll do to catch fish. And you could use the entrails for bait once you do catch a little bait fish. And the fish eyes work really good too. Interesting enough, everything will bite the fish eyes. There's a hit on that middle rod. Maybe I'll just stand over here for a minute. All right. I'd like to sit down for a minute though. See what time it is, guys. See what time it is. Might be able to hit another spot, but usually when that sun comes up, the bite dies down anyway. 9 people in, 17 likes. I'm gonna call you. Just don't call me ugly. 10 o'clock. Well, that's not too bad. We've been live. Maybe we'll go for a little while longer. We're mainly just trying to get watch hours, but I'd love to catch fish. Even if it is bait, that's fine with me. I like catching bait. I'll ship this sucker down to Scotty. Sucker is freezes really well too. Interesting enough, it freezes better than shad does, in my opinion. I think it's because shad's a softer bait, but it is a white, like it looks like cotton candy on your hook though. It is pure white. Or it looks like a cotton ball actually. I mean, only certain sections look bloody, so nothing like a carp, I don't think. Bony as hell too. For some reason, catfish love them. I'd like to get some 2 or 3 inch ones, throw them on for bass and catfish live. Never know, could be a bowfin in here. I ain't never heard them being caught around here, but you never know. You never know what could be on the river. Well, something was biting that middle rod, it gave up. Man, the right rod. We'll have to get night crawlers the next time probably. Or at least some decent sized red worms. You want to give me a call? Just don't call me late for dinner like my wife did yesterday. I lose track of time when I'm fishing. If I don't look at my phone, I'm late. I'd probably be late for work. There was something jumped to the right there. We may take it off and throw the whopper plopper. You're making me sick, YouTubers, by getting that bite, and I can't get one. I hear the smallies ain't that great through here anyway, in this section, but somebody told me. One of my frequent bank fishermen down at the dam told me. He catches a lot more bass than I do. I think all he pretty much uses is paddle tails. It usually gets the job done. Well, let's check that orange one. I've had a lot of luck with the Hilgermite, but yeah, the light completely stopped. Yeah, the sun got up here. Maybe we'll put a little piece of chicken liver too. It's got a little worm on it, but hang in there, hang in there. I always do. I always hang in there. Scotty's gonna call me. That's the last comment. Somebody else must be live. It's okay with me. All messages. We ain't caught a turtle, so I'm doing pretty good. I appreciate not catching turtles. They are not fun to get off the hook, in my opinion, when they're trying to bite you. I like to keep my fingers. I don't know about anything else. Having the strongest jaw in the water, they will chomp right through a piece of wood. They will chomp right through your finger. They might think it's food. I've had them chomp right through Aberdeen hooks. I think we got, God, these worms were worthless. Enough complaining today for today. Wish I had another bait. There is another bait store I can go to, but it'd probably be better, I bet. Give Walmart too much business. Need to go to a mom and pop shop. It's just so far away to do it. All right, we got some worms on here, guys. We got 8 people in, 17 likes. We're trying to catch more bait, or we definitely want a catfish, but they don't seem to be here today. We may throw the jig around a minute, like old Thumpy said. That might be the smart thing. Let's throw her a little closer and see if there's anything close to me. Could be throwing over top of them. Never know. Dang it, that was awful tight. There we go. All right, this one had a bite a minute ago. Maybe my chat's froze, I don't know. Maybe my chat's froze. Yeah, stole it. Stole that chicken liver like it was no tomorrow. Well. Fishing credit. Doesn't last too long when you do that. Somehow I think it'd be a good night spot. We'll throw a couple more baits out, but probably gonna call it a day here. I may keep this one out and throw the bait rod out a minute. I don't think we got a curly tail on it right now, but we could put something else on it. Try out a Rebel popper. It's another topwater bait. But that seems like that's what's here is bait fish. Let's throw out the big old whopper clopper. Why not? Why not? Will you catch one or you won't? It don't seem like the catfish are biting that well. Usually, you got to get up early in the morning. That sun comes up usually around, I don't know. Here lately, it's been about 10 o'clock when it was hot. It's a lot cooler now, so it was 60 when I got here, maybe. Makes for a cool evening. I think it was like in the 50s when I went home last night. Mid 50s probably. High 50s. It was a lot colder than it was when I came here. Of course, at nighttime you don't get that sun. We're throwing a whopper plop. This is a custom whopper plopper, I do believe. We'll show it to the camera real quick. I don't know if you can see me or not. That's a custom whopper plopper painted by 12 Oaks Custom Lures. We're just going to go around a little bit. I've had I believe that's a 90 size. We only got 4-pound line on, so we'll see. I don't know how well that'll work. Let's tighten that drag a little bit. I think I've changed it to 4-pound. I'm not liking the 6-pound too well. The 4-pound does pretty decent. Trout Magnet SOS line. Oh, bait looks amazing. Bait looks amazing, man. Throw it behind the camera. Maybe we'll catch one back there. On that river bend. I said I ain't been getting no topwater bite anyway, so don't mean I'll quit trying. Everybody else gets one. I see you, Scotty. Is anybody's chatting, or there was a fish jump over to the right. I think it looks like my chat froze up. Maybe it did. Maybe nobody else is chatting. I don't know. Say something, guys. Say something. Say, hey, hello to the live. Hit that thumbs up. Let's get her to 20 likes. This guy can't catch fish. Something jumped through here. Let's see if we can get whatever it was. Oh, something hit the water. Oh, crap, guys. Something slammed the water right there. He didn't hit my bait, though. That's what kind of action we want to see. Something slammed the water. I don't even know if you can see over there off to that side or not. Probably not. You can probably just see the rod only. Man, something poked it right there in front of me. Don't hit the don't hit the tree, Stacee. Don't hit the tree. We're praying for a topwater bite, but we have not got one. But why not? The catfish ain't biting. May want to open the bell. That might be a smart thing to do. That's I'm on an ultralight rod too, so we got a 5-foot rod, and it looks like the treble hook just messed up. Yeah, that's fun. Let's see how deep this water is, guys. Let's see how far my I don't know if the camera can see me. We're about knee deep right there. See if there's any fish over here. Come on. I'd love to get on topwater catfish biting. See what we're working with here. I'm fishing so shallow that I wonder I ain't getting any bites. I don't know if you guys can still hear me. We'll see how far this thing works. Now the water goes back in that area. It looks pretty decent. Hey, we are pushing it over knee deep here. There's a train. Maybe we'll get a train bite. No topwater bite, it don't seem. Weird. What was that noise? That was weird. I don't even sure if the camera can see me. Maybe. Put some pauses in there on the bait. I don't even have this camera started. If we catch something, we ain't gonna get it anyway. Oh crap. What the fun would be catch one on Topwater on live. That's never happened for me. I'll probably have to wait till fall. The bite's actually good for Topwater. Better spot for smallies too, probably. Might be needed. Does it get any deeper or shallower? Hey, we're going about waist. We're getting there. It's actually deeper than I thought it was. This right here would be perfect for the nighttime bite for catfish. Perfect. Where you at, bass? Now if the camera can even see me. Oh, got some minnows there. I think my bait messed up. Think about these wobber floppers. Treble hook gets messed up all the time. And it comes right back out of it. I think I bought a medium rod to throw the whopper plobber. The setting hook's a little interesting on a ultralight. You can do it, but let's pause it a little bit. If you haven't ever fished topwater, it is a blast. If they're actually biting, not so much if they're not. Not so much at all. I wonder if we got any bites on the catfish rods. Nope. Well, check back with me again tomorrow. Is it deeper up this way? I gotta get catfish rod there on the line. Well, we threw her around a little bit. We didn't get anything. Yeah, we did get one sucker today, so more bait for tomorrow. I bet there's some catfish up in those logs, just not wanting to come out. Probably about guarantee it. Come on. All right, we are. Might throw these baits in one more spot later before we leave. Maybe on the other side of the log jam. All right, that's way shallower than what it used to be here. Way shallower. I couldn't use a chest cam here before, so. If we're not getting wet, we're not fishing. That's what we call that. If we're not getting wet, we're not catching. All right, I think we're gonna call her a day, guys. Hey, fishing channel. It does look pretty good. I always thought a flathead would be here, but I don't know what the deal is. I think the water gets too shallow further down, but a few good river bends. But there was some spots one year I went through here ankle deep for a good stretch, a really good stretch. But we got more water this year than normal. How's it going, Jeremy? The train bite is real. Yeah, I've had it a few times, not very often. I still call for it though. Hey, that's pretty cool that my mic sounded good all the way out there. I was kind of whispering. That's a pretty good mic. I think we're going to reel them in and call it a day. I may move, I'll show you that guy, that log jam behind me, that's changed this whole river layout. I did it earlier in the video, but one heck of a log jam. So I'm sitting on an island here that was not here. There wasn't no island in the middle because of that log jam diverted the water to the right side. Now there was always a log jam here. There's a squirrel down here going across. But the water was right here. There wasn't no island, which makes things crazy. But there was always a little bit of a log jam there, but water just went around it and under it. But all this sand and gravel got pushed up on this little sandbar here, which was like waist deep on me. More than waist. It went up to my, it went up to almost my nipples. I mean, it was deep. It was crazy. I've always fished the backside of that. I've never had any luck. It's the other side that was usually pretty decent, but now I think there's just so many logs in it. Really can't get to nothing. All right, guys, we're gonna call it a day. Yes, there should be some smallies here. So where I fished last night, it gets deeper upriver and into that big old, because you notice how wide it got there. But I was fished a really shallow spot last night. It was, you never know, it could have been about waist deep there too, but usually in the summer it's normally knee deep or less. But that's usually where I catch fish at, so at nighttime. All right, guys, we're gonna call it a day. About an hour, 35 minutes, 7 likes, 19 likes, 7 people in. I appreciate it, guys. Oh, we just got a bite on the orange rod. And we catch one more. Anyway, I'm gonna reel the other one in. We threw the whopper plopper out a little bit. We're, you know, if all these YouTubers wasn't catching topwater getting topwater bites, I wouldn't be trying for it, because I knew I usually only get them on in the fall. We did have a bite on the orange rod though. The line is tighter than crap too. We got hung up there earlier. That's a kale hook, so I believe I got worm on there. Can't remember. I may have put chicken liver on there that time. Probably old turtle. I almost thought I had had up there. All right, we didn't. So it's about, I don't know, thigh deep. Thigh deep out there. That's not bad. That means I could travel farther down, throw some swim baits, or what I normally do is bring my catfish rods, because I know on that there's a river bend farther down, a couple of river bends that may be completely changed again this year. And I'll carry all this junk down there. I'll carry all this junk down there just to get on a catfish bite. It's a good hour walk, 45-minute walk. It's not the, it's a lot easier to do in the fall time, that's for sure. We need to get one more cat claws rod holder and we'll be set. All right, we're just gonna leave that one out there and we'll call it a day. All right, guys, appreciate it. Have a great day. Have a great day, Scotty. Have a great day, Jeremy. Hope you're getting on some fish. Hope you're getting on a topwater bite, because I sure am not. I caught a little 4-inch one the other day. It may have been 5, but he swallowed that whole treble. Had all 3 hooks in there. I had to demolish that guy to get the hook out. It was crazy. All right, guys. Appreciate it. See you next time. Go on fishing with Stacee. That's hard saying that, but